today on Divorce Court.
Adam's a breadwinner, so he thinks that he can control our relationship, what we do, when we spend money, what bills we pay, where we go. It also makes him feel like he can take it all away whenever he's upset at me.
What I expect of Katherine is for her to stay at home, take care of the children, do what she's supposed to do around the house until I get home and bring home the money.
I want the judge to show Adam that I'm his equal and he's not better than me.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Katherine Reyna and Adam Gonzalez. The two of you have been together for 4 years, engaged for 3, trying to get married for the longest, can't seem to manage it. So you've come to me for help. You've taken my compatibility test. I have your license here, which you've given me permission to tear up should I think it ill-advised. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Ms. Reyna, why don't you tell me why you believe you want to marry him but are not quite sure and can't get it done?
I want to marry him because he overall treats me good and treats me sometimes with respect. I like to think he has split personality, and so he always has that other side to him that I can't overcome to marry him.
Well, tell me something good first. Tell me something delightful.
Something good? He's very kind-hearted. He's kind-hearted towards others. I like the fact that he helps people whenever they're in need.
Is he kind-hearted toward you?
He's kind-hearted towards me, but more to others than me, but he is kind-hearted towards me too.
What is your concern?
My concern is that we will marry and end up in divorce court because of the way he disrespects me, the way that he talks to me. He treats me like I'm his maid.
Give me an example of some of the things he says or does that makes you feel disrespected.
Where's my dinner? The clothes smell after I spend hours washing his clothes because he changes his clothes all day long. And then he'll pick them up off the ground and he'll say, why haven't you washed my clothes yet? And he'll put them on. He'll come home from work and say he stinks, that they smell bad after I'm the one that washed them. So he's insulting me.
Judge, can I say something?
In a minute, in a second. Give me something else. Because so far, I mean, it doesn't sound that bad.
It's pretty bad. I mean, when he tells me to shut up every day, so and then he expects me to cook him dinner, and then he tells people, well, she didn't cook me dinner. Well, you didn't explain the whole story. You told me to shut up. You hung up on me. You ignored me all day. You come home at 9 o'clock at night when I should be getting ready for bed, and he wants to have a hot dinner on the table.
Gotcha. Mr. Gonzalez, your response to those accusations?
As far as the laundry, Judge, let me just go ahead and say this. She sticks the clothes in the washer, and she don't dry them till the next day. So by the time she puts them in the washer, they're already dry. Let me give you an example. If you could see my feet right now, I'm wearing 2 different kinds of socks. Okay, look at this. Look at this right here. I got 2 different kinds of socks on.
You do indeed.
I do. Do you know why? Because the laundry has not been done yet. As far as telling her to shut up.
Do you?
I have. And
For 3 years?
I have come home, I have been hungry. It is wrong. I'm gonna say it's wrong, and I've apologized for it. But the main thing is she does not let go, and she does not take my apologies, and she just carries it on and on and on.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Do you apologize and then do it again?
I do.
See, if you keep apologizing for the same thing, then there's no reason to take the apology because you're gonna continue to do it anyway. When you apologize for something, I'm sorry I did that, and then you're not supposed to do it anymore. That's why she's on it all the time.
Judge, he doesn't apologize.
Would you agree with me there?
I would agree with you, yes.
Ms. Reyna, yes.
He doesn't apologize because he does it from the heart, like he has remorse. He apologizes because I ask him 20 times, don't you feel bad? Say sorry. You should apologize. What you did to me was wrong. You shouldn't treat me that way. And then finally, after days, he'll say sorry, and then he'll be like, well, I only said sorry because you told me to.
No, I would immediately apologize. I would apologize. I even apologize on the phone. But she don't want to take that apology, so she just keeps going on and on and on after I apologized one time already.
All right. From your papers, it appeared to me that you feel like you're a second-class citizen in your house, that you don't feel like because you don't make any money or you're not a breadwinner, that you don't have any voice in your union. And that's what concerns you about getting married. Did I get that right?
You got that correct.
Why don't you tell me what makes you feel that way?
We'll go on a road trip somewhere, and because he makes the money, he decides what we do, where we spend it, where we go. what we buy, and if I buy something, I have to ask him. And if he gets mad while we're on the way to the road trip, he'll turn around and say, we're going back home, to try to punish me.
Does he have a bad temper? Is he get angry easily?
He can. He's got two sides to him. And the side that comes out that I don't like is the side that treats me like I'm nothing. I feel like he believes he's better than I am.
See, I believe in a traditional relationship.
Okay.
I believe in back in 1950s, there were no divorces at all. And that's what I believe that it should be like.
There's a traditional marriage,
right,
and then there's voicelessness. Do you understand the difference?
I do. I believe that because I am the breadwinner, she feels insecure about some things. But I'm trying to tell her that what she does around the house is just as important as what I do when I go out. We both earn the same amount of money because I can't run that.
That's not her problem. That's not her problem. Her problem that's part of the problem that you have is you're not paying attention when she's talking, because you're not hearing what she's telling you. So you can never resolve the problem because you have a whole monologue in your head. It's just you. No her, just you. What she's trying to tell you is she feels like she doesn't get to make any decisions because you make them all. If you guys go somewhere, you go where you want, do what you want. You never include her in that decision-making process. Can you speak to that?
I don't think it's completely accurate. I think that I gave ideas about, hey, let's go here, and she doesn't say anything. She just goes along with it. I believe if she would have opened her mouth and said something about, I want to go somewhere else, I'm like, okay, yeah, we can go there.
So you think she just doesn't speak up?
I think she doesn't speak up.
Ms. Rayna, is it that you don't speak up?
Oh, I speak up. But every time I speak up, he tells me all this information and puts me in my place. So if we get into an argument, like we got into a disagreement before over punishment, how we should punish our daughter. Mm-hmm. And so he has all the money and he'll give me money. When we get into an argument, he'll ask for the money back. And I have to give the money back to him. So then if I want to go somewhere, I can't. I have no money. I can't buy anything.
Do you impoverish the mother of your child when you're angry with her?
I have once or twice.
Yes. So the answer is yes.
More than
Yes.
once.
Now, Mr. Gonzalez, I'm all for people living the kind of life they want to live. And if you have certain desires, designs, attitudes, you got to own them. You're not owning anything in here, Mr. Gonzalez. And if you don't own them, you're never going to be in a position where we can rectify this issue. You see what I'm saying? You got a little bit of jerk going on.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? A little bit of jerk. And you know you're half a jerk. You know what you do is jerkified. Nobody wants to be married to a jerk.
So what I did is I went and got a job at the power plant, a little bit more money, more time away from the house. Then she's telling me that she's lonely.
Did you complain about not enough time when he was making money and then tell him about not enough money when he was making time? Mr. Gonzalez, what is your biggest complaint or concern about Ms. Rayna?
I believe she's very sensitive. And she is she's not understanding, Judge.
Okay.
So what happened? Let me go ahead and give you a scenario. When we first started dating or whatnot, I didn't have a job that was too good. I got a job paying almost minimum wage, a little bit more.
Right.
So I said, hey, you know what? I got her now. I got more to look out after. So what I did is I went and got a job at the power plant, a little bit more money, more time away from the house, spending a whole lot of time away from the house. Then she's telling me that she's lonely. And I'm saying, hey, I got to work. I got to spend this much time away from the house. Then we can have things and we could spend more time together. So what do? I waited for my 3 months to be up at the power plant so I can get another job so we can spend more time together. So I decided to be an entrepreneur. So then the complaint was, there's no money. So I'm like, okay, we're spending time together, but there's no money. We weren't spending time together, but there was money. So as the 2 years went by, I finally got a business where I'm a little bit successful. And we are starting to do the things that we want to do. And just because she didn't buy a couple things that she wanted to buy, that's where she gets part of the unfairness as far as the money situation.
Well, you took me all the way around the maypole on
I'm
that.
sorry,
When we
I'm sorry. I
started
just
at
thought
the
of it
power
right
plant,
now.
we ended up somewhere else entirely. I didn't hear controlling. I mean, did you complain about not enough time when he was making money, and then tell him about not enough money when he was making time?
I didn't complain about not enough time. I was just lonely. I sit at the house all day with 2 kids. Back then it was just one, and a cat. My best friend was the cat. He was gone all the time. Adam doesn't believe we should have friends. He thinks it causes conflict. It's just family and the kids. We sit at home all day. I sit at home all day. He works. He comes home, and I'm still sitting at home.
Well, do you have any desires or ambitions to work?
I do. I have desires and ambitions to go to school and to just have more than a family. You know, I'd like to have a career, and I'd like to be able to tell stories just like he does about my day.
Mr. Gonzalez, what's your point of view on that particular subject?
You know, there's a lot of things that I want to do too, but I'm right here, right now, working, supporting the 2 kids that we got. And as far as her wanting to fulfill those goals, she can fulfill those goals after the baby gets a little bit older, and she can go ahead and do that. But we're just where we're at right now. We just can't afford to do the things that we want to do right now.
Okay.
I believe I should work physically as a man, and I believe she should, you know, she's feminine, she works with women, she does her thing. She does her thing as far as like working with, I don't know, clerical work, whatever she wants to do.
Are you concerned that she would cheat on you if she had the opportunity to do so? I'm just going to go on this point one more time, just make sure we're on the same page, Mr. Gonzalez. Did I read that when she does get a job, she can only do women's work?
That's right.
Did you say that?
That's right.
How do you define women's work?
Women's work is anything working with only other women, nothing like,
So it doesn't have anything to do with the type of work you're talking about. You don't want her around any men.
Exactly.
So as long as it's an all-female environment, you're good with that.
Exactly.
You're good with that. Are you concerned that she would cheat on you if she had the opportunity to do so?
No, I don't. I'm not concerned with that at all.
Then why would you want to segregate her by gender like that?
Because that's what I believe should take place. I work, and I believe I should work physically.
He goes
as a
door to
man.
door.
And I believe she should, you know, she's feminine, she works with women, she does her thing. She does her thing as far as like working with, I don't know, clerical work, whatever she wants to do.
So you would be okay with her being an OBGYN, a gynecologist, or a doctor for women?
That's fine. Working with women.
She'd make more money than you. Would that bother you?
Making more money than me?
Yeah.
No, just as long as she likes doing what she's doing, but I think I'm eventually going to make more money because I'm the breadwinner.
But he goes door to door. He doesn't just work for men. He goes to people's houses, customers' houses, and knocks on their door, talks to them. And that's okay if you can go to their house.
Your work does involve women then?
Yes.
You're around women?
More than half his clients.
I've made a new rule, all right? So what I did is, since there are women that come to the door, what I do is I will talk to whoever the customers are, and I will, if a man does not come to the door on the phone, I'm like, is your husband going to be there? If he is, then I only talk to the man. If not, I won't do the job.
You won't go?
I won't go.
You won't sell to a woman?
No.
Why not?
I just don't believe in it.
He hasn't implied this new rule yet.
I don't understand the rule. What is it that why can't you be around a woman in business?
I just don't believe that men and women need to co-work together like that.
You paying attention?
Yeah.
Is this the way he is all the time?
Yeah, he's always like this. And most of the time, nobody sees it. So when I tell the story, they're like, no, that's not Adam. Because he's so nice. He's friendly to everyone.
Mm-hmm. He coming off weird in here. What do you see as your guidebook? I mean, where do you get your value system from? Because at first I thought I understood it, but now we've kind of gone far afield, and I'm not quite sure what it is structurally you're trying to achieve.
Okay, let me explain. Like back in the day, 1950s, what did the women do? They worked with other women. What did the men do? The men worked with other men. The men go to work, they come home. It's a family. There were less divorces back then as there are now because the roles have gotten reversed. I mean, the women, they go out there, they start acting like they're taking on the men's role, and the men are taking on the women's role. It's just I just don't believe in it.
Okay, I get it. I'm right with you. I usually take an opportunity to do two things. One, go through the compatibility test, and two, to ask you to make professions of love to one another so I can see why you really are together. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to talk to you for a moment. And just, we're just going to leave it there where it is, okay? You keep tearing up that. You've torn up how many marriage licenses?
Fourth one.
4 marriage licenses. And let me tell you why. Because you know that he will shut you down as a wife. It's bad enough that you're living with him, you're with his kid, and you don't have any options or choices. And then he puts a ring on your finger and bam, he's got ownership. He doesn't see that as a marriage license. He sees that as a bill of sale. And I think you know that. This man is operating from a position of fear. That, you're not worried. If your stuff is straight and your wife wants to go out into the world and work, if she wants to run the world, it's okay with you because you're not fair. But if you have to keep demeaning somebody in order to be with them, he's working from a place of fear because he's not sure of his own status. And that's something really, really difficult to deal with. If I were you, I'd make my own life. I'd come to him as a full-fledged individual who has choices. I would start going to school, get a job, whatever, and if he doesn't believe that you bettering yourself is an appropriate option, you have to wonder whether or not he's the appropriate dude for you. You understand? I know you already have a kid with him, and I know you're not gonna go anywhere. I know that. I tell people to go all the time and they don't. But do not allow him to define you. Don't become voiceless because he doesn't want you to speak. And it doesn't mean get angry, but you are direct and you are strong and you make your decisions and you stand firm with them and don't back down. Mr. Gonzalez, if you want to be happy, you have to be in a house with a woman that's happy. Not a woman that's stuck, not the woman that's voiceless, not the woman that's sad and detached and sorry, but a woman that's happy. You can't make a woman happy by telling her everything she needs to do. It doesn't work that way. And let me tell you what, you show up half a jerk all day in your household, your little girl's gonna come home with a half a jerk for a boyfriend one day because she's gonna realize that men say shut up to their women. He's gonna realize that men make decisions. You're gonna define her hell for her, and you don't have the right to do that. Be a better man. This matter is adjourned.